Yo, it's your boy, HD, founder of Face Off, general manager of Face Off. We got some things we got to go over that we haven't been able to go over at the events. Very busy, noise, all kinds of shit going on. First and foremost is the rules of Face Off. And this is going to be a summary. The actual rules are up on the Facebook page. I know a lot of you niggas is lazy and don't want to read that shit, so here we go. The first rule of Face Off is what you have done outside of Face Off does not matter in Face Off. So I don't want to hear about, oh, I beat X and X and I have this record and that record. None of that shit matters here. What you have done here is the only thing that matters here. So if you 1-1 here and you're like, oh, well, how come I can't battle the champ? Because you 1-1, nigga. You haven't done anything. Get some wins under your belt, then we'll talk about that. Which is more about the rules anyway. We have a ranking system, and it's based off of wins and points. If you get a win, you know, we have 2 rounds, 90-second rounds apiece. Third one if needed, also 90 seconds. That's completely up to the judges. OT is always on the table. Don't come to me and, oh, well, I didn't write an OT. Then you're not prepared. I have no sympathy for you. Freestyle, nigga. Hope that you win. Come prepared. 3 rounds, 90 seconds, that is prepared. I mean, if it go to OT, you have that 3rd round at your disposal. 90 seconds, 3 rounds, that is prepared. I don't want to hear nothing else. You're not going to get any sympathy from me. All right? Most leagues do 90 seconds, well, 3 rounds anyway. I mean, so we're not even asking a lot of them. But with that said, if you win in 2 rounds, meaning there's no OT necessary, you get 2 points. If you win in one, you know, the OT, it takes an OT for you to get the W, you get 1 point. If you lose, whether it be an OT or, you know, body bag 2 rounds, you lose a point. If you forfeit or no-show, you lose 2 points. It is actually better for you to come and take your lumps and take this L than it is for you to no-show or forfeit. We actually have had a forfeit. I've never heard of it. I've been watching a lot of battles. Never once have I seen somebody actually come to the battle and forfeit, except for our first event. M.A.B.A versus Guy Grams. Game of Thrones tournament. I don't know if you've been paying attention on the YouTube, but if you have, Guy Grams just had a 1-0 record walking in before he battled K.O.T.D. That should make you scratch your head. It's because M.A.B.A came. He was there. Boasted about being the greatest freestyler ever, and then said he was unprepared and forfeit. He's also no longer on the active roster because he had forfeited the very next event against, what was his name, Rich Desire. But that was a dual forfeit. Rich Desire didn't show up. Dual forfeits are possible. If both of you no show, it will be counted as a dual forfeit. You both lose 2 points. Your record will reflect, you know, that lost. Records are kept forever. If you battle in Face Off and we don't tell you beforehand that it's a promo battle, it counts. Whether you're in the league or not, we keep your record. So if you re-enter the league, you know, this year, next year, 3 years from now, you will re-enter the league with that record. It'll stay with you for life as far as we are concerned. D.M.V has a 1-2 record. He had a dual no-show, you know, double forfeit. He had a regular forfeit where he forfeit who was it? Tyranny. He no-showed Tyranny. So you know, that was a forfeit there. Before the first round started, somebody tapped out against him. He had some personal troubles. He forfeit before the match actually started. So he ended up with a 1-2 record, and then, you know, he said he had some other things that he wanted to take care of, and he left the league. But his record is 1-2. It will remain 1-2 forever. You know, unless he comes back and he, you know, improves his record or loses more or whatever. But it's permanent. It's not leaving. We keep a record of it. We know who you lost to, how it happened, whether it was OT, happened in 2 rounds, or forfeit, double forfeit, whatever. With that being said, so you know the point system now. You can see how the rankings work. We also have some other rules. If you no-show twice in a row, you're automatically suspended. It says it's like a 90-day suspension. It's really more up to when and if we decide we want to bring you back. It's really a supply and demand sort of issue. If you're really trying to get back in, we're going to make you wait, but eventually we'll let you back in. That's how that works. I don't care about your no-shows in other leagues. It's not really my problem. It's really only about face-off where we're in concerns. Also, new rule. This is for the out-of-towners. It's also for the active guys that are currently, in this area. We are in the Baltimore, D.C. area. That is our home base. We'll be doing most of our events in this area. We are able to move around if we so choose to do so. So don't get real comfortable, but this is primarily our home base. Everybody in this area are within 90 seconds of, well, not 90 seconds, a 90-minute drive from wherever I'm located, according to my GPS, so it's not up to what your GPS says. I don't care. But if you're 90 minutes away, you only have to be active once every 2 months. Now, this is a little subjective. It's not a 30-day rule. If we're doing 2 events a month, that means you have to be active once every 4 events. If we're doing 1 event a month, once every 2 events, you have to be active to remain on the active roster. Otherwise, you'll just be dropped from the active roster. Doesn't mean you can't get back in. It just means you won't be on the active roster. If you're local, within 90 minutes drive, you have to be active every month to stay on the active roster. That's just the way that it is. We also have a roster cap, which right now is at 32. So once we hit 32 members, if you want to get into the league, you have to battle somebody already on the roster for their spot. You won't get their spot in the ranking, but you'll get their roster spot. Like, they won't be in the league anymore if they lose. This will count towards your regular record. The points count towards your ranking as well. But like I said, it's cutthroat. So now is the time to jump in. Right now, we're a little under, I think, 20 total members because we've had some people who take that first L and leave for good. Or go back into the cave talking about they had to restructure their craft, whatever the reason. But the point of the matter is, once we hit that 32 hard cap, you got to kill somebody to get in. If you're not active, you lose that spot, the next person in line jumps into that spot. If you want to get back in, you got to kill somebody to get back in. That's how it works. Only the best survive here. Survival of the fittest. That's it. I covered all the rules, I think. All the summary of the rules. We do judging. Judging is based on round by round. Your overall performance. Let's say the first round was really close, but the other guy edged it. We'll say guy A edged it, and guy B completely body bags the second round. Guy B did not win. It's a tie. We go to OT. If the first round, the judges consider to be a tie, and the second round, guy B won. Guy B won the whole match because the first round was a tie and makes it neutral. So that's the way that works. We pick the judges real selectively. They have a high battle IQ. Other than that, I have absolutely no influence on their decision. In fact, if you look at the YouTube comments, you can see that I've disagreed with the judges a lot of the time. I'm a judge myself. Y'all see me. Grind Time D.M.V, Grind Time Upstate New York, pit fights. I'm going to continue judging. That's what I do. But I think that's the gist of everything that we got going on here. Oh yeah, another important thing. We pay. So there's money involved. The champion right now is the only person that gets paid. If he wins 5 in a row, he gets $500. If he wins 10 in a row, including the first 5, he gets $1,500, and there's some other side prizes. If he wins 17 in a row, including the previous 10, he gets $4,000 and the same side prizes, but they get bigger as they go along, and all of the smaller side prizes carry up. Now, the way that this works is, if you win 5 in a row, and you don't want to take that 500, you want to, try to see if you can get another 5 and get that 1,500. Everything is suspended. Meaning, if you win 7 in a row and you lose, you get nothing. Oh well, So make that wise decision. If you get that 5 and you just want to get that 500, you forfeit the belt at that time. We have a new tournament consisting of the top 8. The winner of the tournament gets $300 and the title. The previous champion cannot enter that tournament. He's barred from it. So, that is what it is. And so on and so on with each, title streak that you go on to get this money. The money goes up. It never goes down. So as we bring in more sponsors, we'll put out more money for the champion. but it'll never be less than what it is right now. So that 5 wins for $500, $500 minimum. That 10 wins for $1,500, $1,500 minimum. That 17 wins in a row, which is kind of unheard of, but I mean, we could have a heavyweight from wherever hop in the ring on some, yo, I can bully all these niggas. 17 straight wins, it's easy. I mean, come get this money. $4,000, it'll never go down, it'll only go up. I want you to get paid. Because any league in the world can say, oh, we're offering this money to the champion if he, you know, jumps through this flaming hoop or that flaming hoop. It's a whole other thing to actually pay it. We are prepared to pay you. It gives us legitimacy. I want you to win. Come win this money. Simple as that. So, I think I've carried all the major points. If you have any other questions, hit us up on the YouTube, and we'll be back at you in a little while. Peace.